Here's what you'll need to make my egg custard tart. Some double cream, some butter, some nutmeg powder, or you can use fresh nutmeg, some vanilla extract. Try and get the extract if you can, because that comes from the plant. If you just get vanilla flavouring, it's made up of chemicals. Some eggs, plenty of eggs, a touch of milk, some plain flour and some caster sugar. First thing we're going to do is make the pastry. So into a bowl with your flour and butter, a little pinch of salt, and then we're going to get our hands dirty, squelch these together until they resemble breadcrumbs. And it hopefully resembles something like that. Time to get out your sugar and an egg. So because we're making a sweet, it's in with a couple of tablespoons of your caster sugar. Obviously if you're making something savoury, don't put sugar in your pastry. Just give that a quick mix, and then into there with an egg. And then get that mixed in. And then again, you're going to get your hands dirty and squeeze this together until it forms a dough. When it's come together as a dough ball, if you're finding it's a bit dry, just have a dash of water to it and that'll bring it together. Then just flatten it down a bit, and we're going to put that in the fridge for half an hour, covered in cling film, just to make it easier to roll. Pastry's stiffened up in the fridge. Time to give your work surface a dusting of flour. Don't forget your rolling pin as well. Take out your pastry, give that a little dusting, and then we're just going to roll it out. When you've rolled out your dough, so that it's going to fit your flan tin, time to put your dough onto your rolling pin and then unroll it onto your flan dish, and then don't press it down, otherwise you'll cut it. You're just going to lift it and tuck it in all the way around. Once it's in your flan dish, then we're just going to prick it, I'm sure you've seen before, with a fork. And then into there with some scrunched up oven-proof paper, or grease-proof paper as it's called. And then you just want something to weigh it down. So beans, rice, anything like that. In my case, pasta. Just something to add a bit of weight to it, and then that's in the oven at 180 for around 15 minutes. When it's had 15 minutes or so, take it out. Take out whatever's weighing it down, and then we're going to pop it back in for another 10 minutes just to brown off the middle. Once it starts bubbling away, turn it off the heat and put it to one side and get on with your eggs. Into a mixing bowl, we're going with 3 eggs and 3 egg yolks. Give your eggs in, save your egg whites because they make a lovely omelette. Then you're going in there with your sugar and get them mixed together. And into there with a teaspoon of your vanilla extract, and then you're going in with your still hot milk. Don't pour it all in at once though, just bit by bit and mix it in. Take your base out of the oven to cool down a bit, and then we're just going to sieve the liquid. Reason being, it's going to get them little squiggly bits that you sometimes get in eggs. Well, not sometimes, all the time. So sieve that, get out any little impurities. When it's cooled down a couple of minutes, get a serrated knife. We're just going to take the edge, go around the edge and just get rid of any excess pastry. With the excess cut away, time to just go around it with some beaten egg, because we're putting a liquid into there, so just a little bit of insurance, an extra sealant. Just go around with your egg. And then it's in with your filling. And to top it off, we're going in with the traditional nutmeg. And then turn your oven down to 150 and pop it in for around 20-25 minutes, just until it's got a gentle wobble in the middle. It's been in the oven 20 minutes or so. Take it out and you'll see in the middle there, still got a slight wobble on it. Now, as tempting as it is to cut straight into that and start eating it, don't. Let it cool down completely. When it's cooled down, take it out of the flan dish, cut yourself a little wedge, pour yourself a cup of tea and enjoy the fruits of your labour.